Okay, time for a video update. My fuel lines came in, and I'm gonna give you a piece of advice because this sucked. Do not install this until you install these first, because fishing them in through the back and getting this plate on and getting that bolt in the middle with a 1/4 inch ratchet and a little T20 socket, I think it was a T20. Yeah, that was not fun. And then tightening these lines was no problem, but putting them in, oh my god. And then our spider, we got a brand new spider installed. All the lines are in proper. They're all ran nice and neat. And luckily I got a spare rubber if I need it. I can use that on my parts car if I need. If I find a lower intake for it and rebuild the motor. And we got this nice brand new pigtail here that we're getting ready to put this end on. So we're gonna just hook that onto there. And we might just call it a day after that, because I've been messing with this for a while and I already worked today, so I think it's time for a break after I plug this in. There we go. Boom, boom. All right, all I gotta do is put that connector on probably tomorrow or sometime. But you'll see it. You'll see it get done. I love how this is coming together so far. It's turning out pretty good. We've had some hiccups, but nothing crazy, you know. It's turning out pretty nice. I'm pleased with it. Yeah, I know it's not totally spotless and clean, but it's a lot cleaner than it was. And I'm gonna be running cleaner through it anyway. So probably do some seafoam, try to clean it out a little bit more. So stay tuned. All right, and we're back. It's been a few days. I was thinking about putting this distributor back in. This is the next step. So I don't want to use this distributor. I need to pull the spark plugs out, set the motor to top dead center. I have a whole new distributor I got from AutoZone, and I'm gonna go through and explain how to set this to top dead center. If you haven't done it already, like me. By the way, you're supposed to disconnect your battery before doing anything, which I did. I just didn't mention it in the videos because I forgot about it. First step you always do is disconnect your battery before doing any of this that we already did. So yeah, we'll be all right because I already did it prior anyway. You want to turn your main crank bolt, and then what you want to do first is take your spark plug out of cylinder 1, which on this engine it is the very first one closest to me, which would be this one right here. If you can see that, yeah, that boot right there, that one. Whoop, that one. Yeah, this one. So we got that. We're gonna have to pry out because it's frozen there. I can't get it out. So we're gonna take the plug wires out, change those while we're at it. And what you do is you put a screwdriver down in there where the spark plug's out, turn the motor over until it shoves the screwdriver out. And when it starts to fall back in, you want to turn it back a little bit, and that's your top dead center. Then we want to set top dead center on our new distributor by opening it up and checking we have to take the cap off the new one, which I'll show you. We haven't done it yet, which I've never done this before, so I'm just explaining it the way I understand it. Maybe it'll be different. We'll see. Well, here's our nice new shiny distributor from Duralast Gold, AutoZone. So I just gotta take these 2 screws out. that one. Pop the top off, look at my rotor inside, line it up top dead center, and we should be good. It should be right. So we'll find out. That's where I'm at. I'll be back once I get the plug wires, these nice new ignition wires. Once I get this stuff all installed, I also have this I need to put in. I forget what this is, the oh yeah, the oil sending unit. I also bought a special socket for that. AutoZone's not sponsoring this, but you know what? They should. Because everything I have is AutoZone. Everything here came from AutoZone. I think the only thing that didn't was my spider. Everything else, the hoses, my pliers, everything is AutoZone. I like Duralast stuff. Never had a problem with it. So, okay. We're going to go ahead and get rolling on this, and we'll be back. Okay, so I spun the motor over by hand with that. And a long extension. 5/8 bolt, by the way, if you need to do this. And I spun over by the harmonic balancer. I took the spark plug out of cylinder 1, which is right here. Now, my spark plug boot did not want to let go. Do not know why. It was such a bear to get this out. But I'll tell you what, I am glad Duralast AutoZone has this tool right here to get these out. I think this thing was like 15 bucks. And even with this, it took a lot of prying to get that thing out. So I have a feeling I'm going to need this for all of them. So if you got stubborn boots, this thing definitely works. The only issue I had was, even with my first one, these started to slide. But other than that, this thing did the job, and I'm going to be using this often. So stay tuned. Here we go. We're getting ready to put the distributor in. So once I figure out how that goes in, I'll let you know. Okay, new distributor is in. Alright, new distributor is in. And I'm covering up, I'm done for the day, but I got this wired in. Put some wire connectors on, reconnected. We're good there. Drew my line for my distributor. I seated it. It is nice and tight. And I'm done for the day. I worked a full 10 today and come home and did this for another 2 hours, so I'm done for the day. I'll pick it up again tomorrow and probably start with plug wires and plugs, and then go from there. See you then.